Hey consultants, my name is Aisha Dolly. I'm a managing director in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, and I'm so happy to see you today. Thanks for joining me. My topic today is I want to chat with you a little bit about closing a recruit. So I want to be clear, this is not a video that's about the recruitment process or recruiting as a whole. This is really what to do toward the end of the process when things are either in limbo, they've said they're going to sign up but they haven't, or maybe they've expressed a little bit of interest, but you're not sure what to do next. Maybe they've thrown out some objections. Maybe they said they were going to sign up and they haven't. So we're just going to talk about some of the things that you can do toward the end of the process to help kind of seal the deal. All right. So the biggest thing that we hear is no for now. We hear probably a lot of no's, and then we hear a lot of no for nows. And the one thing that I always tell my team is that I would say probably 90% of the people on my front line said no to me before they said yes. And so it sounds really cliche, but it really is the beginning of the process when they say no for now. It just means like, I'm not sure about that. I'm a little suspicious, or maybe I don't feel like right now is the right timing, but I'm not going to rule it out because there's something about it that's intriguing to me. If they really didn't want anything to do with Beautycounter, they would say no, right? Unless it's one of those people that just has a hard time saying no, which there are those people too. But when there's a no for now, I actually put them in a little column on my Trello board called No for Now. And so that I can revisit those people later. But what I like to do with those people is something that I've come up with the name, the peppering method. And it's not a Beautycounter term, it's just an Aisha Dolly term, the peppering method. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to drop off the face of the earth and then go back to them 2 months later and say, hey, have you thought any more about the business opportunity with Beautycounter? Because chances are they haven't. If you don't keep yourself top of mind and you don't keep this business opportunity top of mind, chances are they're not thinking about us. Their life got away from them. They got too busy. They had that conversation with us, but they're not thinking about it like we are. We're thinking about it every day, right? So we want to try and do that in a way, stay top of mind in a way that's not annoying to them or offensive or makes them uncomfortable. And so that's why I call it peppering. So you want to pepper them with articles, videos, third-party validation on somewhat regular basis, but not too often. So I will simply say to someone, I'll text them or email them or Facebook message them and say, hey, I saw this article and I thought of you. I hope all is well. And that's all I say. And it could be the New York Times article. It could be 100 Lashes. It could be Beautycounter on MSNBC. It could be one of the many Beautycounter articles in Fast Company. Whatever you think might be resonate with that particular person, because different types of press resonate with different types of people. So I'll just do that, and I'll probably pepper them with an article, a video, or a piece of press. I would say once a week or once every 2 weeks. You kind of got to listen to your gut on that, but that's how I stay top of mind. And at some point, I'm going to come back to them, maybe hopefully when we're in person or on the phone. Live is best for closing a recruit. You don't close a recruit in writing. You just don't. I have not ever closed one recruit in writing. It's always been in person or on the phone. Okay, so wait until you're actually having a conversation with that person again to organically and authentically and genuinely say to them, have you, after you've talked about other things and caught up a little bit and gotten warmed up, where it's normal and natural for you to say, hey, by the way, have you given any more thought to the business side of things with Beautycounter? I just think you would be amazing. And just see what they say. Shut up. Stop talking. Don't go on and on and on about what we're doing. This process is about them. This process is not about us. It's not about all the great things Beautycounter has done. And yes, they're going to ask us questions and we're going to have the opportunity to explain those things. But it's really when it comes time to closing the recruit, it's about what the business opportunity can solve in their life. Can it fulfill a need? Are they short on money? Are they short on time? Would they like to have more freedom? Hi, honey. Sorry, you can't come in here right now. So there's my daughter. I think this happened in one of my other videos a couple years ago. My nanny came in, right? And this is just like a real life, but it is what it is. Are they feeling like they've been at home with their kids for a long time and they have a need to get out of the house? Did they move to a new community and they'd like to make new friends? Do they have an advocacy need in them? Is that something that's really important to them that would give them a lot of fulfillment? I have probably a dozen friends who have done the Women's March in different cities, and I think this business opportunity would be perfect for them, and they're on my list. So think of those things. At the end of the process, it's really focused on the prospective consultant and not on beauty counters. So peppering method, okay? And then let's talk a little bit about objections. Objections are something that we're all going to get. That's part of the process. And this again sounds cliche, and I don't mean it in a cliche way, but objections are buying signals. They really, truly are. If someone didn't express an objection to you, they're not really thinking it through. The fact that they actually brought something up to you that could be a possible concern means that they're thinking about it. They're trying to picture whether or not it would fit in their life. So there's something there, right? So whenever anyone shares an objection, I don't have enough time, I'm too busy, I don't have enough money, blah, 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 all the same ones, feel, felt, found. Again, cliche, but you have to show empathy. I understand how you could feel that way. I felt that way too. Trust me, I am the busiest person I know. I did not have time for this in my life, blah, 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 blah. And here's what I've found. So feel, felt, found. I've found that I've been able to fit this business opportunity into the nooks and crannies of my life. I've been able to do it on the go. I've been able to do it just by lending out my products to people that I work with, whatever, feel, felt, found. The other thing that you can do is use people that you know as examples. So maybe you don't struggle with time, or you didn't have the money concern, but you know people who did. So you could say, you know what, my friend so-and-so had that same concern, and here's what she found. And here's what's worked for her. So using other people as an example. Excuse me. You're going to hear, I'm not a salesperson. That's another common objection. Well, that's awesome, because most of our consultants aren't salespeople. Most of our consultants are teachers, and they come from all walks of life. And we're an education first, sales second company. And this is really about educating the general public about the issues that we're faced with in the personal care industry. So that's not a concern. You can kind of try and overcome some of these objections. But they're part of the process, and I want you to welcome them and accept them, because it means that they're really kind of thinking about that business opportunity. If someone says they don't have any money, that's okay. Buy the largest starter kit that you can afford, and I can show you using our investment calculator how you can earn back your initial investment really quickly. And I did a survey with my team, and I wanted to know if they purchased a starter kit, what size, and how long it took them to earn back their initial investment. And I found that most people purchased the middle or the largest kit, and most people did earn back their investment. And they did so within about 3 to 5 months was the bulk of the people, just so for your reference as that comes up in your conversations. But we have tools to help them earn back their initial investment. The other thing that's really, really important is leveraging your upline. Your upline executive team. So executive director and above, really bringing in someone of that stature to help you with the closing process. And you're not going to be able to do that, guys. You're not going to be able to do that by saying, you know who you should talk to? You should talk to my managing director, Aisha Dolly, because she'd have a lot of great ideas for you, and she's had experience with this. You can ask her lots of questions, blah, blah. And that other person, walls are going to go up and say, no way, I don't want to meet with your person that I don't know, who is going to try and give me the hard sell and hard close me, high pressure, blah, blah, blah. That's what they think it's going to be, right? They're not going to be open to that. And you know what? I don't blame them. I wouldn't either. Like, I'm not going to go I don't want to meet with my friend Sally as mentor so she can try and sell me on why this would be a good fit in my life because I'm just going to make her money. Like, you have to think of it in the way that the other person, the way that you would want it, and be genuine, because what this is if you have someone that's concerned about money, then say, you know what, you should really talk to my friend Aisha. She's been able to help a ton of people earn back their investment really quickly, and I bet she'd be able to answer some questions for you. The three of us could get together for coffee or a drink, or we could hop on a call, only if you want to, but throw it out there and try and get that arranged, because your upline executive team has so much more experience and finesse at this stage in the process. So leveraging your upline is really important. And in fact, Beautycounter says that your upline executive your upline should be involved in every single recruiting conversation at this level, that no one should be handling it on their own, that it's very important that you involve your upline executive team. one person. So I really like to say my friend Aisha, my friend Michelle, my friend Morgan, my friend Kelly. You should really talk to my friend Kelly. She didn't have any time at all. She works full time. She's got 2 kids. And she wasn't looking for anything like this. And now she's an executive director. She's doing awesome. So she's been able to juggle it all. And she could share some tips with you and give you like the real deal on how it works. Like then when you say it like that, they're going to be more receptive to meeting with that person. I'm going to give you some, it sounds cheesy, but one-liners. They're not one-liners. They're just some phrases that you can use and words to say that will help you toward the end of the recruiting process. So closing phrases and kind of to help you seal the deal. If someone really isn't telling you what's holding them back, guys, ask them. Don't be afraid to ask them. Say, you know, when you get to that point in the conversation, you're kind of sensing like they're not telling you, and then they're like, okay, well, I'll take it home and I'll look it over, and yeah, I'll talk to my husband. Sometimes I will look at that person just as I would look to my husband and say, what's going on? Like, what's holding you back? What is it really? You can tell me. What's holding you back? Write that down. I ask people all the time, what is it that's holding you back? Another one, if they seem like they're interested, but they haven't done it, or maybe you're following up with them and they haven't done it, and maybe you're peppering them and they haven't done it. I like to say, what's your timing? Tell me what's your time. What's your timing? Because I just like to assume that they're going to move forward with it, because why wouldn't they? This is the best business opportunity in the world. So what's your timing? Is another one that I use. I say it all the time. Another one that was used on me that was genuine. I'm not saying used on, but it was a genuine thing to say to me. Why aren't you just doing this? You're so perfect. You're in nursing school. You're knowledgeable. Your network looks to you for these types of answers. You have a ton of credibility. You're super organized. You're super well connected. Whatever it is that is great about that person and why you want them. Don't be shy about saying you want them. Gosh, I want you. I told this nursing student, everybody on my team knows her as Supper Club. I told her, I'm like, I want you. Like, I really want you. Like, you need to be doing this. You belong here. Your network would totally look to you for these answers and trust you. You would be so successful. Like, just do this with me. I just said, just do this with me. Give it a shot, right? But you have to be sincere and you have to be passionate. Sometimes I find there are prospective consultants out there who are already sharing the information or already like living the lifestyle, but they're not signed up with us. And sometimes I will look at that person and say, why aren't you just doing this? Like, you're already doing it. You might as well get paid for it, right? You're already doing this. You might as well just get paid for it. I will tell people you've got nothing to lose. And I mean that sincerely. Worst case scenario, you're left with a starter kit of all these awesome products that you already love, that are safe for you and your family, that you got at a really deep discount. That's worst case scenario. If this ends up not being for you, who cares? Give it a try. If you're even sharing this information a little bit, lending out some products here and there, who knows where this could go? Like, give it a try. You know, what have you got to lose? You have nothing to lose. Lowest risk business opportunity out there. Worst case scenario, you end up with all these products. I'm giving you lots of things to say. I'll say to a good friend, like, just do this with me. Do this with me. We would have so much fun. We would have so much fun doing this together. And we get to be together even more because I'm time starved, you're time starved, and then we could do this together. And it would be super fun, right? It's fun. But you have to say that. And you have to share your passion. And then let's say you have someone that has the money objection. You've tried to talk to them about the investment calculator and getting the smallest kit or whatever the case may be. You could throw an incentive out there. And we've all heard this one probably, but well, during the month of September, I'm actually covering the $85 sign-up fee for anyone who joins my team or who joins Forces with Beautycounter during this month. I have one consultant who actually not only reimbursed the $85 sign-up fee, but she offered one of her gently used face kits so that the client or the consultant would have an extra face kit right off the bat to start lending out. So if you've got boatloads of product, you could use those products as an incentive to get someone to join forces with us. A gently used face kit that they can already take out to market, like, that's awesome. It's an awesome idea, and it worked for her. Another one is if you have hostesses and they're picking out all the products that they want, you can look at them and genuinely say, you know what, it might make financial sense for you to actually look at the consultant opportunity, because you're going to get a discount on the products. You're going to get this big starter set that's got most of the stuff you want, blah, 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 blah. Same with big clients. You might look at a client or a Band of Beauty member and say, you know what, it might make more financial sense for you to actually hop on board as a consultant. You know, it's not like you have to go crazy. It's not like this has to become your full-time deal, but it's going to make financial sense for you. You'll save money, and all you might have to do is lend out your products once in a while. And if you say that genuinely like that, people tend to be receptive. None of the things that I've said are icky, slimy, pushy, high pressure. They're genuine and from the heart. And I think that's the biggest thing, is to speak with passion and from the heart. But hopefully some of these words to say helped you. I think the biggest thing too is to not be desperate. We're not desperate. We want good people. We want people who are going to educate their network on these issues. We want people we want to have pride. I'm not going to beg for anyone to join my team. If this isn't for you, that's okay. I understand it's not for everyone, you know. Maybe we can revisit it at a later time. Thank you so much for even thinking about it, you know, but I'm going to be on to the next person. And the key is to have 5 or more of these conversations going on at any given time, so that if one person says no to you, all your eggs weren't in one basket and you're not devastated. Do not beg. Do not be desperate. Do not be hanging in the balance on the words that this one person has to say. Think of all the people that have wonderful attributes that would be an asset to this organization, who could be successful. So many different types of people. But be confident, passionate, and have pride, and don't be desperate, and be excited. I think that excitement is magnetic. So I hope this helps you, and I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk soon.